Welcome to tonight's District 5 United meeting. District 5 United strives to improve the quality of life in East San Jose and in San Jose as necessary. Next up, we have Work2Future Opportunities.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for having us here today, Juan. My name is Laura Martinez. I am with the program called San Jose Works. I don't know if any of you have heard of it before, but it is one of the programs that is city funded because it was one of Mayor Sam Liccardo's initiative back in 2015, and it's still going. What we do, we basically help youth between 16 to 29 find employment. There's two different sides to our program. One of the sides is 16 to 18, where we assist them, help get them internships, whether that be, public-based or private sector based. The private sector has a little bit more requirements. They just have to be part of the Eastside Union High School District School. So this is the perfect, place, because most of the students here in this district would qualify for that because they're most likely going to Eastside School. And they just have to be taking career pathway courses at their class. This is if they want to intern in one of the private sectors. And the other part of it is the public sector. So that anybody who is 16 to 18 and basically anybody from the district will qualify, because they do have to have some barriers to employment. But as long as they're in this district, they're most likely going to qualify. And what we do is they also have like an internship or work experience where they would be at whether that be at community centers, at parks, anything that's in the city, they would just basically intern there. The other side of our program is for anybody who is 16 to 29, and we help them with getting to the workforce. So that being, job searching, resume building, mock interviewing. We host job fairs throughout the year of which they have access to. And if we have connections to the employer, we'll help them, make that connection between employer and the client. And then we also do provide supportive services, gas cards, bus passes, whether that they need help in, getting that interview clothing, anything that in that sense, or they can also use that supportive assistance to, buy clothes that's appropriate for their work. So appropriate work attire. And then we do also offer some incentives as they go, as they're, as they do keep that job. And anything else that we do try to assist if they decide to use that money how they want to, but it has to be towards their job. And that's a little bit about what we do. I'm going to go ahead and put my email in the chat. Feel free to send out any questions or reach out if you have a more specific question. If you have a youth, please refer them to us. I'm one of the job coaches in the San Jose Works program, but we have two other awesome coaches as well. So thank you.
Okay, and my name is Gregory Harris, and I want to thank Trudy for inviting me to this forum tonight. Basically, I am the business services manager with Work2Future, which is a Equus workforce solutions company at the national level. And so our program is federally funded. And so we also, as San Jose Works, we service the adults from 24 and up. And we also service the youth program of anyone who is 16 to 24 years of age. And as Laura mentioned, has to have some significant barriers to employment. Also, the requirements to get into the youth program is a little more stringent because of those barriers. But we have those programs that service both groups. We have approximately 9 career advisors that we service about 625 clients in both programs. And so what I'd like to do right now is share my screen with you. Okay. Can everyone see that?
Yes.
Okay. So we are Work2Future, Opportunity, Jobs, and Success, and we help people succeed. We service the greater Santa Clara County residents. and employers and businesses in the area. So we service San Jose, Gilroy, Campbell, Morgan Hill, Saratoga, Los Gatos, Montessorino, Stanford, Los Altos Hill, San Martin, all unincorporated areas of Santa Clara County. Work2Future provides personalized coaching and expert advice at no cost to local residents, thanks to our federal funding sources. Get the expert help that you need at Work2Future, gain the skills and competitive edge you crave, connect to personalized guidance and advice, land your next job or promotion. One of the things I want to stop right here and just kind of elaborate on that a little bit. As San Jose Works does, we also have a host of workshops that also include resume building, mock interviews, getting people comfortable with the interview session, what types of questions that are being posed during these interviews, and what are the proper responses to some of these questions. And once a person is accepted into the program, or let me just step back a little bit, they go through the application process and they have to submit their right to work documents, which is their driver's license and social security card. And once the profile is entered into the state database, we send that information up to our quality assurance department, and they verify that that person is who they say they are, and they're accepted into the program. And then all of our services are at no cost to our clients. So again, it's personalized career coaching, dozens of skill building workshops taught at our career centers, online training programs through metric learning, LinkedIn learning. So there are thousands of courses for self-improvement. We also have a host of service providers that are local schools in the Bay Area. For instance, truck driving schools. So folks that want to become long-haul truckers, the state or the federal government will spend approximately $6,000 on sending them to school to get their CDL license. We also host job fairs and recruitment events. We hold them virtually and in person, more virtually now since the COVID situation, but hopefully we'll be back here possibly late summer, back to in-person job fairs. We have hands-on training and work experience opportunities. And so during our program year, we have hundreds of thousands of dollars that are earmarked for work experience, called a WEX, or on-the-job training. The difference between the two is that a person who's entered into the work experience, we pay their salary directly. And there's no obligation for the employer to hire those folks. We had Facebook that sponsored approximately 30 people that were placed with various companies. And this program ended in December. So basically those folks went out to those companies to become junior marketing executives. So they were actually lending their marketing talents to these companies. And then several of them did get picked up for permanent employment. On the other hand, we have the on-the-job training program. And the on-the-job training program is basically what I push those two things, the WEXs or the work experience and OJTs with local employers. So we have approximately 20 OJT situations remaining in this program year that expires or ends in June. So the difference is that when a person enters into the on-the-job training situation, they're basically hired by that company. And we, in turn, monitor their progress. We do monthly evaluations. We have on-the-job site interviews with the employers, their coaches, and we submit all of these monitoring documents throughout the course of the OJT to the state and the federal government. And so we have approximately 5 OJTs that are now ending. So I am reaching out to local companies right now to sign up or get registered with Work2Future, so we can partner with them in this OJT experience. The good thing about the OJT is we pay up to 50% of the salary while these folks are in training, and usually the training hours typically run about 450 to 550 hours over several months. And then last but not least, we have entrepreneurial resources that we lend to our clients. Work2Future Career Centers are open and assisting clients at the public by appointment. So if anyone wants to contact me, I put my contact information in the chat. So if you know of someone, especially a youth or an adult who is seeking a job, just give me a call, email me, and then I will pass that information on to one of our career advisors and they can start the enrollment process. This is our number, and you have my email in the chat. So that is basically it. But we are launching a major campaign to register local businesses in 5 basic areas, and that is advanced manufacturing, healthcare, information technology, finance, and construction. One of the other partnerships that we are currently involved in is with PG&E. And PG&E sponsors training, and I think we have about 35 young adults that are going through training in their entrepreneurial program. So at the end of the program, these folks sit in interviews with PG&E to be picked up for jobs that typically start in the area of about $65,000 to $70,000 a year. So this is real money, real careers, and real lives that we're trying to assist to improve their situation. So that's it about for me. Okay, well, thank you for the invitation. I really enjoyed it.